Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing. But now let's talk about Cardano. We're going to be doing our daily analysis on the price of ADA, see what is happening, and of course, what is yet to come. So, if you're enjoying these daily updates, continue smashing that like button and hitting that red subscribe button. But now, let's waste no more time and talk about ADA. Before I get into it, as always, just a quick disclaimer for everyone. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So if we're looking at pretty much the entire market, we're seeing a little bit of both. We're seeing a little bit of red across the board, and we're seeing some coins that are up quite a bit. And that is due to Bitcoin dominance increasing. But let's take a look at ADA, see what is happening, and of course, what is yet to come. So looking at the price of Cardano as of December the 20th, you can see it's currently sitting at 59 cents, down 3.1% over the past 24 hours in USD comparative. It's also down 3.1% in Bitcoin comparative over the past 24 hours. Meanwhile, the market cap is currently sitting at $20.6 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume is literally sitting exactly where it was yesterday, above a $500 million mark. So that's nice to see. But let's take a little further and see what is happening with the price as of now. So, before I do that, I really want to mention this because a lot of people want me to kind of talk about this. And this is Charles Hoskinson coming out and says, I can't help but watch with glee all the concerns floating around about our Cardano blocks being too full. I recall the ghost chain narrative for years, the no use and utility. Suddenly we are too busy. So basically, this is a huge, saying within the market, a lot of FUD across the board. And speaking about FUD, we have seen Cardano get hit with a huge amount of FUD pretty much over the last 16 to 17 months. And the way it's held this FUD, in my opinion, is really bullish. And I think it's starting to prove a lot of people wrong. It's true. I agree with what Charles Hoskin is saying. A lot of people in the past, when ADA was originally launched, was called a ghost chain, with no utility, this and that. But moving forward, people are starting to not just call it ghost chain. People are actually starting to develop it, and we're seeing more than ever interest coming into the ecosystem. And I think this is going to change moving into this upcoming bull market. Not just the bull market, I think even for the further future, because people are starting to realize Ethereum is long gone at this point. Of course, Ethereum can hit such high prices in terms of dollar cost, and market valuations can hit high numbers due to institutional money, billions of dollars flowing in. Of course, that could cause that. Of course, it's seen as a store of value now. But as far as development side of things go, people are starting to look elsewhere in other chains. And of course, ADA is one of the chains that is being looked at quite a bit. So he also says, in reality, Cardano is designed to operate at these loads, and there is a huge design space to optimize the network and dApps for more scale, both in short term and long term. Kind of goes over this in this video as well. We are winning and did it without VCs, the crypto media, or influencers. Just good old-fashioned community growth and engagement, just like Bitcoin did. And I agree with that. Of course, we did see a lot of influencers come and start talking about ADA, even in its early beginnings. What he's referring to is, where they came, at the level they are. I kind of disagree in a way. I do understand what he means in terms of, no VCs. But as far as crypto media and influencers go, guys, that was a huge role that did play in the word of Cardano even getting out there. So it's not fair to say, that crypto media did not put ADA, as well as other projects such as Solana, and the likes of pretty much everything. That plays a huge role. Articles you read, people start researching about that. So don't agree on that part, but overall, he's basically trying to say people will come out and say everything about the chain, but not really realizing what it's capable and optimized to do. So really interesting to see. But let's take a further look now, and let's take a look at the price to be specific, see what is happening, and of course what is yet to come. So if you're looking at ADA's price right now, obviously we are seeing a little bit of a retracement. I did see this 56.89 support once again being retested, and you guys know that level. This level dates back to that August wick. You can see this for yourself. This is a huge level of support for Cardano, and you could pretty much see this at this point, how important this is. You can argue that, you know, this dates back to the 2021 February when we saw this bull run starting, heading towards all-time highs, but that's not where the main target really is. You know, this wick was back in August of last year, and this is playing as a level of support for us for quite some time. You can see this for yourself. Significant support built up around here, pretty much even till you know, this 52 cents mark, which pretty much we did see get retested, you could say, that wick we saw initially when Bitcoin did see that flash crash. So, you know, so far ADA is holding really strong. So anyone that comes out and says, oh, you know, ADA is dumping right now, this and that, come on guys, wake up. You need to be looking at the entire market. Pretty much everything at this point right now is down, and Cardano is no exception. But the way it's holding, it's looking great. You know, I saw a comment literally yesterday. I can't find that comment now. I wanted to kind of discuss that in this video. The comment kind of went over, oh, you know, ADA is not sitting at 60 cents anymore, and why is it not going up to 67 cents? Did people forget the fact that literally in November, just a month back, ADA was sitting at 34 cents? You know, this is what people forget, and this is where I say greed. You know, the greed part I always say, this is where people are never going to be satisfied, ever. You know, why is the price not sitting at 70 cents? Why is it not at $1? You got to give it some break, because literally once we broke out of this resistance, I'm going to continuously reminding people this, because this is what literally so many people ignore. Once we broke out of this resistance, ADA went up 70%. This is not a regular small meme coin that's in, you know, the top 500 spots that has pumped up about 60%, 70%. We're talking about a top 10 coin in the cryptocurrency market ranks. And if you don't know the magnitude of that, that is considered, you know, a large cap coin. You know, huge market valuations. We're talking billions of dollars, and it has seen 69, almost 70%. And if we want to put that into perspective, you could pretty much say we saw $10 billion almost flow into Cardano right after breaking out of that resistance. And if you want to put $10 billion into perspective, let me tell you how big that number is. So let's go down, and let me give you an example. So you could take a look at Beam, right? You know, Beam is a huge, you know, coin that's pretty much pumping quite a bit. You know, it was obviously, you know, birthed from another coin, if you know what Beam is. But anyways, we're just using this as an example. It has almost $1 billion market cap. So we saw 10 times Beam's market cap flow into Cardano literally in a matter of 2 to 3 weeks. What does that tell us? What does that tell us? If you've been following me on my channel, I've always said something. You know, there's a certain, you know, percentage of people in the crypto space which are considered quote unquote whales. You know, these guys don't look at any projects aside from the top 15. All they need is the top 15. If it gives them the next 10, 15x potentially in the next bull cycle, that's all they need, right? And, you know, whales, were considering these guys, you know, $1 million plus, because let's put it into perspective. If a whale puts in, you know, $1 million and gets a 10xer, guess what? That's $10 million. So this is where the big money flows in, and that's why it flows in so fast. And this big money is just not regular Joes that got in early in crypto and, you know, got lucky. You know, the trades just went in their favor, and they've made millions that just come back in. No, this is big money flowing in as well. So this is some of you know, something that a lot of people tend to forget. I really like the way Cardano is holding. You know, really impressed by it, and I do expect we will see the 78.6 Fibonacci retest once again. Let me know down below what you guys think. Love you all. See you tomorrow. Been Crypto ZX, and peace out.